What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dream Daddy or Eggplant Simulator.
I'm not sure if it would be an eggplant simulator, but there's definitely a lot of phallic jokes in here.
Just a little. So, last episode we went out with Damien, and he's in the lead for me.
Yeah, I like him.
You like him more than Matt?
Yeah.
You liked Matt originally.
Mm-hmm.
But then we got to know Damien, and it was like, oh, he's kind of okay. I like
kind
Damien.
of adorable.
He's kind of adorable. So, you said you wanted to go see Literature Dad.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, Hugo. Now let's actually stop and double check this like we were supposed to before.
Uh-huh.
He likes tea and paint miniatures. Remembrance of Things by Marcel Proust? What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Well, we're screwed there.
He wanted to be a movie star.
Documentaries on art history. Read a different book on sides of the couch. He forgets his glasses a lot. Worry people against e-readers. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Hi, Hugo. I gave him British voice. I gave him posh British voice. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey, Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime?
Even though you just saw him at the school.
Shh! That was my question that I wanted to ask before that I didn't think about. Are these actually chronological?
Apparently not.
I'm wondering if, all of these restart a set thing. They're all in their own universe, kind of.
Maybe?
Or am I on, a set day? If I do a date this day and then a date this day, I definitely dated that person this day, and there's, a time being kept. I don't know if that's a thing or not.
Well, we'll see if he gets called to the school because his son is, being trapped in a wall.
Yeah, we'll see. I wait a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime. But I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I don't blame you.
Yeah,
my
I hate middle schoolers.
My 8th grade, trip thing, we're hey, you're gonna go to high school, is we went to a water park and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, no, I helped do theater with a middle school, helped do makeup for a bunch of middle schoolers for a theater production, and they were assholes! I wanted to strangle this one little bitch. Yeah,
I honestly, high school and lower, I just want to strangle people half the time. It's shut up, you don't understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, and college freshmen.
Yeah.
They have the I'm invincible syndrome.
I think that's high schoolers. I think they're still high schoolers when they're freshmen in college, really.
Kinda, yeah.
Alright, I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for. And they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be.
Beginning of puberty.
Okay, because just lots and lots of puberty. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda.
Morning, Pops.
Hey, how was middle school for you?
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Ugh. Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs.
Agreed. And high schoolers. And people in general. I'm just gonna hide in a hole.
What was your middle school experience like?
Oh, shit. I don't remember. I didn't like it's probably the correct answer here.
Probably.
I had my first crush in middle school, and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs, you hurt me, and I'll never forget it.
What'd she do to you?
I stare off into the middle distance, remembering the 24 hours we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it.
See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school?
Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for.
You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory.
That's bullshit. I don't even like clam chowder, and I'm still gonna say that's bullshit.
I don't know, square pizza back in, middle school and high school was the shit.
I pretty much drenched my pizza in ranch when I was a kid.
And it was delicious!
Yeah. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder. I'm the only one who saw it happen.
Oh my lord. My lord. Hey.
It haunts me.
It would haunt me too. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish.
Oh boy, cool fish.
Hey, we saw sharks at the aquarium we went to.
Yeah. Amanda, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous.
Oh god, he's your mother.
Oh god, he's my mother. What are you worried about?
What are you worried about? Are you worried that a whale is going to pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole?
Yes. Don't you put that fear in my heart.
Well, do they have penguins there?
Yes, they have penguins there.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean.
Okay.
This is true. And there were penguins at the aquarium we went to, too.
I sit back down at the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Oh, Boise. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around the teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. You've only just gotten there. Oh, no. I can't stand your voice cues. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo, it's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. While the entire the whole crew that made this game does not like middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then go back to texting. At least they're quiet? Question mark? Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it.
Probably not wrong.
There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. Don't ever underestimate them.
Yeah.
The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asked them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal section of tropical fish. While kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? That's terrifying. Whoa. The spines are venomous too. Nature's hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish. I know about those. The most venomous fish in the world. And they just, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them? Tissue necrosis. Delicious. Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That's one? Yeah, that's the... Oh, fuck. Do I have to know which one of these is a tropical fish? Or are all of these bullshit?
They all look like bullshit.
American longfin sounds like a real thing.
Fish, maybe. I don't know, I don't have my phone, so I can't look any of them up.
Some of these sound fake, though.
Wiggly fish? Yeah, that sounds really...
Don't do the wiggly fish. Let's do American longfin, I think. I don't know. That's the only one that sounds real. I don't even know what the fuck a wrasse is.
No idea.
Oh.
Yeah? Did you know that paranormal fish trivia is psychiatric political fish trivia? Oh, Jesus.
Paranormal fish trivia.
Oh, no.
Because he loves paranormal ice truckers.
Oh, Jesus. This fish sleeps upside down, but contrary to popular belief, is not an actual vampire. That's the vampire fish. What? Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here. Yay, jokes!
We got hearts. No
eggplants.
No eggplants, but...
I'll take hearts. Ha! Good one! If I had said I was serious, he'd have been like, you dense motherfucker. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. Yeah, sounds about right. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow. I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. Wow. Just jump right in. Just, yeah. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? I think this is the answer we're looking for right here. This sounds like the answer he wants to hear. A great many mysteries lie in the ocean. It's truly fascinating to be able to observe it in a setting such as this. Eggplants! See, I know how to seduce literature, Dad, too. That's a very astute point. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. Don't touch the urchins! Can't those be poisonous? I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays? Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really think I should... I think I should stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative.
They're slimy feeling.
They are. Stingrays are really... They're like... It feels like there's a very thin layer of mucus on their skin, even in the water.
Yeah,
It's
thin
weird.
thing of mucus over, like, leather.
Yeah, it's like slime on leather, even in the water. It's weird.
And yes, we know this from going to the stingray exhibit at our local zoo.
Hooray.
Where they have a touch tank.
Don't make fun
And
of
we've
me.
gone twice.
Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, and the horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like... Hey! It feels... That's funny that he used leather. It didn't feel like leather when I touched him. It just felt like slime.
No, I felt the leather.
It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn about them, right? Not
more.
Or, yeah, some things get more scary.
Yeah.
I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull my hand away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away sometime. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious.
Oh.
Why's that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Oh god, she's
Someone's
stealing
trying
a
to-
stingray.
yep.
Oh, Jesus. Would beat this kid senseless with the stingray. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Wanna tell me what's in the bag?
Textbooks?
Wanna tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. We don't have time for games here. It's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I'm not afraid to hit a child! Don't say that! Don't say that!
We don't have time for games. This is the right one.
Yay, hearts. Whatever it is, it goes back in the touch tank now.
You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Can I like switch out my glasses for some like Iceman shades real quick? Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Sweet Manchego.
What? What? Sweet Manchego? What is a what?
No idea.
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan?
I was trying to free him.
Oh, sure. To where? Outside where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us. Look over there! Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day.
Yep.
Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too. All however many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's
About
not really
5 in every 1,000 seahorses that are born actually reach adulthood.
because they probably get eaten by things that eat krill.
Yeah. They get eaten by other things or
The
swept
filter
away
feeders.
by the ocean currents, etc.
Yeah.
I saw a thing about seahorses earlier today. That's why it stuck in my head.
It's not really my speciality, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit.
Penguins!
Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Those low poly penguins. Our group of kids run to the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't so bad, until one of them, crawls over the glass or
check
something.
Susan's bag for a penguin.
Damn it, Susan!
Sweet Manchego.
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the... Oh my god, I called it! How do I know how kids act? There's a student in the penguin enclosure, only because I raised my brothers and they're terrible human beings. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin
What
enclosure.
does that say about you?
Yeah, well, I'm a terrible human being too. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. Oh, of course. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the other side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. How to create a distraction. Hugo runs toward the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody! I have an announcement! The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins! Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here!
Neither can you!
I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing?
I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom.
They're like eco-terrorists. What is going on?
That's middle schoolers.
Where are they even going to go?
They're going to live in my closet.
God damn it.
Called it.
Molly and Susan, I'm just gonna punch both of you. And your mothers. Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here.
Not until I save a penguin.
Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down on the floor, try to relate to her, bribe her. She's a child, you bribe her. That is the easiest way to get a child to do what you want. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second.
Okay. Well, give it to me right now.
I reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well I have 12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough?
Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal.
We move to shake on our range before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh god, it's a minigame. Oh, what am I doing? There's... How do I block? Oh. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. What is even? Get back. Back, birds. Back. 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 Get back. What is even going on? What kind of minigame is this? Be gone, birds! Just... There you go. Be gone! Be gone, flightless birds! Get away! Why is this so hard?
Woo, birdie!
Why is this so difficult? Just spam it! How? There you go, take the money! There you go. Oh, the penguins, god damn it! How was I supposed to? I lost the ability to even do anything.
No idea. 4 penguins escaped, though.
I'm so confused. Okay.
Hey, we at least got S rank.
I'll take the S rank. I don't know how I got an S rank with 4 of them escaping. But whatever. That was such a weird mini game.
Yes, it was.
Whew. Glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there?
I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega.
You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands.
Well, what's the thought that counts?
No. No, Molly. It wasn't. Molly turns to me.
You owe me $8.
Manchego.
What? Just... I'll pay later. Molly runs... I think that made him mad that I bribed her. Molly runs off towards Susan, I suppose, so that they can compare animal thief notes. You're not off the hook, Molly. Did you just bribe a child? I bribed a child. You can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line! Sure. Listen, man. We've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back. Let's just get through the day and get out of here. Well, he didn't like that.
Nope. But it didn't give us a...
Yeah. It didn't give us, like, the black cloud that says negative.
Yeah.
With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside. Hey, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards?
Yes.
I love cheese boards. I'm all about cheese... Wait, how are these different? There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Cool, we'll just go all the way to the bottom here. Eggplants! I do actually enjoy a good cheese board.
Yes, we do.
Great.
That sounds good now.
Well, I got to go
good.
make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. Kat, you're on my desk, though. You're blocking the text, Kat. Come here. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight?
Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium?
It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Aww. We've all been there.
I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
You got to go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us?
Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a
what?
Kind of a stick in the mud.
He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes.
You mean take a nap?
There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Wait. What? Oh boy. Let's look at our score. Why is Handyman in there? Confused.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah!
with the light.
What?
I missed it because you were talking.
Well, shit. Cat, must you?
Yes.
Asiago getter. Alright, so that's going to be the end of this one. We've got an S rank with Hugo and Damien at the moment, and we've got,
Woo!
what did we get, a B with Matt, or an A?
I think an A? I don't
Okay.
remember.
Okay, so we'll figure out who we're going to check out in the next episode. Until then, bye!
Bye!